Hello, everyone. How are you? It's William. What a day. I feel like I do that every day now. What a day. That's kind of the that's kind of the feeling, the spirit of the times right now. Hello, Danette. Hello, Donna. Hello, Cheryl. Thank you all for tuning in. If you're out there, please say hello. Also, please hit that like button, share our video here with your friends, and do make sure you're following us or, subscribing to us. Whatever that word is, do it, please. Hello, Jane. Thanks for tuning in. Good to see everybody here. I'm starting a little bit early today, and it's a little bit earlier than we have been starting. But I wasn't sure what we wanted to do for the live today. And we've been kind of we've been making some decisions. We had talked about being open here in the store for a little while here and there in February, and whether we do classes or what we do, and whether we'd have the store doors open and have people come in while we're trying to move, and how long is it going to take to start moving stuff out, and how long should we stay open, and when should we call at the end? Well, we kind of settled on that. Tomorrow is the last day here in Ligonier for store traffic, regular traffic here at Allegory Gallery. We have decided that we are going to close for the month of February to enable us to get this space emptied, cleaned up, and ready for whomever takes over after us. It's kind of a sad thing. It's hard to make those decisions, but we posted earlier that it is going to be our last day tomorrow in the store. Now, we will open by appointment when possible. So if you are still local and you'd like to hang out, or you'd like to do some shopping before we go, we will still be around. We will be working here often throughout the month of February, like I said, to clear things out and start moving things out. And whether we move things into storage or move things up to Johnstown, it's going to be picking and choosing what is going where for a while. But we will still open by appointment when it's not too dangerous. There comes a point when we move stuff around that there's a lot of furniture being moved around and things, stacked and moved and not making the place that accessible. That will ultimately probably happen. So as much as I'd like to say, we're going to take everything out in a nice, nice orderly manner and all that, that's usually not the way moving ends up happening. So tomorrow, if you'd like to visit us in store, we will be open. I will be here. But once we close the doors tomorrow night, that is the last day for foot traffic at Allegory Gallery in Ligonier. So kind of the end of an era. 16, how many years? How many years have we been? 12 years. 12 years in business here in Ligonier. This is we're about 12 and a half years now. Well, actually, very close to 13 years, I guess. 12 and a half, somewhere in there. So, yeah, the end of kind of an era. But bright new things on the horizon. We talked about a lot of those yesterday in yesterday's video, the things that we have going, the things that are very exciting, and we are excited for this move. And I hope you all are too. It's going to mean a lot of new things for Allegory Gallery, and we think you're going to like it. We think we're going to like it too. Let's see here. Norma is with us. Hello, Norma. Hello, Marianne. Kulidi is here with us as well. Donna says, I've been ridiculously busy and missed so much. That's all right. You're here now, right? You're here now. Everyone's saying hi. Teresa has joined in. Suzanne is there, so just paid the invoice. Yes, I got the invoices out for all the mixes yesterday, the bead blends, the luxury bead blends. So if you missed that video, there are still more bead blends available, so you can get those if you'd like. But I did send out invoices today for anyone who has already claimed those. Suzanne, I got your other email too, but this is the first I've really been in the store today. So I didn't get to answer that, but we'll take a look at those bracelets that you were asking about. We do still have some. Emily is here, says, good evening, wishing you all the best. Thank you so much. Danette says, it is sad, but it's a new beginning. That's exactly what it is. It's kind of one of those bittersweet, right? A little bit bitter, a little bit sweet, a lot sweet, actually. I think Michelle is with us. Danette said, paid my invoice a few minutes ago. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, we are working on, kind of finalizing some things here. Andrew was up all night working on things and preparing things. And so I don't know if he's actually awake right now. So I don't know if he'll be joining us today or not. He doesn't actually know, I think, that I'm doing a store tour. We were like, what are we going to do for the live? What are we going to do for the live? And I had to run errands today. And I was out and about and dealing with some things. And in that time, he went to actually lay down because he did not get much sleep last night. So he doesn't know I'm doing this. But because we're closing the store, I figured this would be a good chance now to we've given people here time to come in if they want to save the 30%. And we kind of wanted to make sure that people had a chance to do that. But we are now going to open it up to anybody who wants to watch this store tour video. If you'd like to claim something from this video, it's a little bit different. We're going to ask you for screenshots or very good descriptions. I can't go through the entire store and give you SKUs to everything. I can't go through and describe every little thing or come up with lot numbers for everything. This is just going to be a very, kind of a pretty quick store. My battery in my phone is not great after being on errands all day. So it's going to be a pretty quick store tour. But if you do see something you like, you can take a screenshot. And to do that is different on everybody's device. Apple devices, and I believe Samsung work the same way. It's generally the power button and the volume up button if you're on a phone. You click those together and it takes a screenshot. Apple devices, I know, will save it to your camera roll. I don't know what Samsung's do, but probably similar. And if you have a different device and you don't know how to do that, the best thing to do is to look that up on Google for your particular device. How do I take a screenshot with my whatever it is? And if you can't get screenshots, you can't figure that out, if you send us an email with a very good description, we can usually figure it out. But please make it very good. I do not want to have this turn into we have to go back and forth 18 times on an email to figure out what it is you're looking for. Yes, if you're looking for a particular stone, let me know where it was in the store. Like we're going to go cabinet by cabinet or bookcase by bookcase. Let me know what it's in, where you saw it, and describe it as best as you can. If you do have questions as we're going through the video, I will try to answer your questions, but I will not take claims in comments. That is just not something that's really possible. I can't even, unfortunately, watch our Instagram comments. So if you're over there on Instagram, I'm sorry. I have it playing on Instagram, but I can't actually see the comments because they don't tie into my phone here. They're over on the other computer out in the other room. But that's just the way that the whole service works, unfortunately. But thank you for being here if you're out there with us on Instagram. Norma says, I'm excited for your move and future, but also still sad that I didn't get to the Ligonier store one more time before it closed. Well, you're coming today. It's a virtual store tour, right? Well, we'll have to call it that. But you'll get to come to the Johnstown store, right? So that'll be exciting, I think. I think that'll be really exciting. Colita says, great launching pad, ready to take off on new adventures. That's for sure. That's for sure. Donna says, I'm so excited for you guys. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Michelle says, I think you guys are going to do great in your other location. Thank you. I think it's going to be good. I don't know what the traffic will be like. I don't know what people in Johnstown will want to do. I know that a lot of the customers we get here still are people from Johnstown. So I know we will have at least that. I know that the location we're in Johnstown gets a bad rap. And people in Johnstown are weary of it or leery of it. Leery is the better word, I guess. But really, I have experienced nothing in my time up there that has given me any pause. And we are in, I think, a good location. There's a cafe right across the street. They've had no issues with anything. There's a rock shop that's been there for quite a while. There's a ceramic place that has been there for decades. So I think I think there's a lot going on that's ameliorating any of those things that have happened in the past. And we want to be a part of that and make things better in that area as well. And, be a positive influence. I have this, my hair is getting wild. I need a haircut. But I haven't had time to do that yet. Maybe when we close down a little bit. Of course, this is going to get into the crazy time now when we really have to start the move. But yeah, I think it's going to be I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be a big change, but I think it's going to be a positive change. And I'm excited to see what we do in the cottage and in the studio. I think it's going to be really fun. I had fun working with Andrew to make the New Day pendants, the metal and the copper silver pendants that we made. Y'all like those a lot. Those sold out within hours. So we're very hopeful that we can make more things like that together and make things that you're going to love. There's Andrew. He did. I wasn't sure if you were up and at him yet. I stopped by the house and he was doing a power nap, so I wasn't sure. He says, I'm ready for another mushroom po' boy. Me too. That food was dang good. And he made good peach cobbler and sweet potato pie. I'm ready for a whole nother round of that. We also had cheesesteaks, which we didn't really talk about. We had an appetizer, which was really good too. Andrew's like right now. I know. Maybe after this we'll run up there and get something. I don't know. We'll see. Probably not. But Joyce is making me hungry. I know, me too. We ate a little bit of lunch today. Andrew made a little bit of lunch from our leftovers from dinner last night. But I don't know what we're going to eat tonight either. I'm craving pizza. So even though it's maybe not the best thing for me, I am craving pizza. So maybe I'll pick up a pizza or something. And we'll have a pizza and maybe something else. Maybe not 2 pizzas like we sometimes do. But maybe a pizza and something else. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. So we're going to do a store tour. You can get 30% off almost everything I'm showing you. Pretty much everything, unless it's consignment, we're giving 30% off. So this is a great time to make, to get good deals. So if you see something you like, I don't know if I have a banner for that. Let me see if I do. If you see something you like, there we go. To order from this video, take a screenshot of the item you'd like and send it to us at info@allegorygallery.com. All right. And of course, if you'd like to help our small business, please share this video and give us a like or a thumbs up. And don't forget to follow and subscribe everywhere. So moderate the moderation. Sounds good. Moderation in all things, especially moderation. Right? Danette is eating my supper while watching chicken and pierogi. Nice. Susan's getting the screenshotting fingers ready. That's awesome. Vanessa's, how's the sale going? The sale's going well. The sale's going to end soon, though. The moving sale ends when the moving ends, right? The moving here in the store is closing down tomorrow. So tomorrow's the last day for in-store sales. That's why we're doing this video now, so that if anybody sees something in this video will last through our move to Johnstown. So if you do see something in this video from now until when we move into Johnstown that you like, feel free to send us an email about it. Yeah, can't visit unless you make an appointment in the month of February here. All right. Let's see. What's Andrew saying? Send an email to info@allegorygallery.com so he doesn't forget. What am I going to forget? Yeah, always send us an email for stuff. We don't accept comments here for all of that. Sweet Pea, Sandra says, I am picking up dinner. Nice. What are you getting? I see you debuted. Was it today? I think you debuted your men's line. I saw the reel for it today. So Sandra debuted a men's line of bracelets on her site. So if you haven't seen that, check those out. Danette says, I had no idea what to make with the pierogi, and I thought I have chicken legs, 39 cents a pound. Nice. That's awesome. Khalid says, I tried some heart-healthy chicken corn chowder soup, and it tasted like paste. That happens sometimes, right? That happens. Oh, Cindy had the wrong zip code. Yeah, as long as you send an email, I can check it out. Our shipping system, once we start putting in your shipping information, most likely will correct that. Things like zip codes usually get corrected, but it's good that I know so that when it does correct it, I don't have to write you an email and say, hey, is this right or is this right? Because I can override them. So that's good. But it should hopefully all work out. Let's see. What else is everybody saying? Everybody's saying hi. So this is not going to be too long because my phone does not have a lot of battery power after doing my errands today. It seems like my phone is not lasting very long lately, or maybe I just am like a power user and I use it for a lot of things, which is definitely true. So we are going to do a quick store tour today. And it is already dark, so the lighting in the store is not the best, but we're gonna show you what we have. And if you do see something you like I said, the instructions for claiming are down here. We do not accept claims in the comments, so send us an email. All right, alrighty. Let's unplug. I've had my phone plugged in here. And let me see, I have 68% battery, so let's see how far that gets us. And we're going to head out to the main store floor here, and we're going to start in the front. And I'm going to try and keep an eye out. Remember, if you are on Instagram, I'm sorry I cannot see your comments. Maybe Andrew can watch over there on Instagram a little bit. To see if any comments come through. But otherwise, if you're on Facebook or YouTube and you want to ask questions about the products I'm showing, you can do that. And I'll try and answer any questions you have. We have had a number of people through, so the store is a little bit disheveled. The trays are a little bit disheveled, but we've tried to, keep it as contained and as nice as we can for now. But again, if you do see something you like, please let me know by sending us an email. All right. There has been a good number of things that are gone. Vanessa has lots of stuff gone. There's a number of things that are gone. There's some empty spots around the store, but just ignore that because I am, and we will get everything back to normal and back to condensed as much as we can once we move to Johnstown. All right. The other thing is if you're local and you see furniture around the store here that you might be interested in, you can also come by or make an appointment with us. Send us an email to make an appointment, give us a call, whatever. And we might be able to make a deal on some of the furniture if there's anything, because we're not probably going to be moving at all to Johnstown. Our store is smaller up there. We have less room. I don't think it will all fit, but we will. We'll see. All right. So that's another thing too. All right. Let me flip this camera around. It's weird holding the phone. I haven't had to hold up a phone for a long time. I don't know if I want I don't think I want the ultra wide. I think, is that one good? Yes, that one I think will pop into focus as we need it to. And I don't want to mirror my camera on my side so it doesn't confuse me. All right. Oh, Harry's here. Hello, Harry. Thank you for joining us. Vanessa says, there was a statue at one time I was interested, just not sure about shipping. Yes, some of the larger things are going to be harder to ship or will may not. Like we have a lot of the flying goddesses available, and as you can see up on the ceiling, there are a number of them still left. Great price with 30% off, by the way, too. They're anywhere from about $18 to $24 usually. So that's a good price, but shipping will be more difficult on them, especially since my other job burned down. I used to be able to get boxes and things from them if I needed to, and that is not the case now. So yeah. All right. So let's see here. Let's start up here. We have beading needles. If you need beading needles, we have some size 12, size 11, size 10. We have some really long ones with very large holes in them if you need. We actually have some crochet hooks back here. And various, I guess we have size 13 beading needles here as well. Most of the beading needles are like $1.50 per pack or $2.25 per pack. So those are great. Dyed shell bangles, only $10 per bangle. And remember, all the prices I'm quoting, you would get an extra 30% off. Okay, we have some leather. We sell our leather in 2-meter bundles, and these are all 2 millimeter wide by 2 meters long. And these are the colors we have left right now. And we do also have all kinds of things as far as different kinds of materials. Silamide here, silamide. We have the Nymo thread. If you're looking for particular colors in Nymo, we have this cord here. These are really cool. These are flat cords. And these ones are generally how much? Oh, there we go, $6. Sorry, looks like the camera pops around when it focuses, but at least we can focus up close too if we need to. And of course, we have our, great supply of these hand-carved items in bone, and all these statues, and some are beads and some are pendants. We have these beautiful rings. These are giant rings. We have those available. Those are from our friends in India. Andrew's jewelry. Lots of Andrew's jewelry available. Andrew loves those flat cords, makes for a cool boho style. Yes, they do. We also have all of the paper beads. These are a great deal. I think they're only 35 cents to begin with. These should be in here. I don't know why they're down there. We have wooden beads and natural seed beads. I mean, people going through these, bamboo. We have large wood beads. And then we have kind of our ethnographic series of beads. And I'm just going to take you through these. I'm not going to talk about each one, but if you do see something you like or it catches your eye, let me know or take a screenshot. I'm trying to get the price in there for each one. And if you need to see something in more detail, either let me know here if you're still watching while we're live. If you're watching the replay, you're going to have to send us an email. These are pretty cool. I have one of these left. Some of the smaller heads left. Let's go up to the next shelf. Michelle says, can see everything really well. Good. People have been buying our African trade beads like crazy during the sale. I have to stock up on those, I think. They're probably one of the biggest sellers here during the sale. You can see a lot of things are missing. We're very low. Of course, our prices on them are older prices, so I think that's why people are really taking advantage of that 30% off, which is good. Got the Buddha heads, not many of those left. I think those are in the online store or were too, so you'll get a little bit of a better deal ordering them this way. Got all these Buddha charms, Buddha head charms, only $3 each. We have these in bulk. If you need a lot of them, we got a lot of them. Got a number of these Thai amulets as well. I really love these Nepal copper beads. And at 30% off, they are an extraordinary deal. And it says, please someone adopt that hand-painted bead. This one right here, only 25 cents. Anderson has been with us since we started the store. There's a bunch of different milagros. These are the larger ones. So here were the smaller ones at $1. We have the larger ones at $3 each. Danette ordered a bunch of fine pewter from the online store today. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. It's definitely a good deal to get the AG fine pewter. Once we start having that remanufactured or start manufacturing it ourselves, whatever we have to do, the prices on those are going to go way up. I can almost guarantee that. So get your AG fine pewter now, because those prices are old. We're working from prices from people who had the line before us. We just got our Kaya cast system, Andrew said. Yes, we did. I just unloaded it yesterday. So we're working on our casting equipment and getting built up for all of that. So we're going to be able to prototype and mock things up. These are really cute. Anybody who likes these little Indonesian little drawers, jewelry drawers. We have these little statues. These are pretty easy to ship. Just got to probably have to get boxes for stuff like that. These can almost ship in an envelope though, those there actually. Right now, it wouldn't be too hard to ship candles probably. I don't want to be doing that in the summer though. Vanessa says it's okay to ask price here. If you ask while you're up to date with me, if you're watching behind, because you're on YouTube, so you could be behind in the video. If you are about where I am, then yes. Vanessa says, can you go back to the necklace? This one here. I'm assuming this necklace, since this is the last one we just talked about, this is $85. $85, and it's fuchsia labradorite, regular labradorite, and silver. All right. More necklaces. Sorry, I'm going to get shadows on things. We have things like this statue. These statues are about $10 for this size, this kind of votive size. And then we have our masks back here. Something like, I just took that off the stand. That's probably not smart. These are $20 for the mask. Let me make sure I read that right. Yes, $20 only for these masks with the stands. So if you like something like that, we can work on shipping that to you. There's another mask there. There's another one of these kind of votive statues here, hand carved in Indonesia. All right, let's move on a little bit over to this case just to show you what's in here, some of the jewelry. Andrew says, I can help with shipping the bigger stuff too. It might come in a chewy box, but as long as it gets there and safe. Yeah, we might be reusing some of our old boxes if you order any of the larger stuff, but we will pack it so it gets there safely. in whatever we need to. All right. Another one of our masks. We have these larger statues. They're pretty long. They're hard to show you because they are long. And these ones are $25 only. $25 each. We can just try and pull back a little bit so you can see that one. Suzanne sent her request. Thank you. And we have all different kinds. We're not going to have as many specimens and things in the store because there is a shop nearby that does that. So if there is something you see here that you like, let us know. And if you're interested in doing a buyout of our entire specimen collection, you can email us about that and make some offers, or we can discuss that as well. We do have much more than this. Also, we have more boxes in our house that we never got into the store. Some beautiful fossilized coral. I love this. Beautiful pieces there. We have our polished ruby, rough rubies and sapphires. Some of these flash blue and some of them are red. I don't know if we have many of the blue ones left. Is this a blue one? That's more of a blue one. A little bit of a blue cast to it. But those are polished tip rubies or sapphires. One little tip is polished, and that's what it looks like otherwise. Rough state. Kids love that stuff especially. Andrew says, we'll give you a good price, right? Petrified wood. So these are two pieces of petrified wood. They're polished on the ends, but they look like the wood otherwise. Pink petrified wood, malachite, orthoceras specimens, and of course ammonite slices, lots of ammonite, lots of golden tektites, or Libyan desert glass as it's also sometimes better known. We have lots of pieces here. They're all priced by weight, so they all are different. So this is like $21 for this, which is, I think these are really good prices, especially with that discount. It's a $42 piece, but that's a big chunk, and 30% off. Shouldn't even offer it on that, but hey, you know, what's a moving sell if you're not going to offer stuff for good prices? Andrew says, I'm surprised it hasn't sold more. I know. I think it's because it's in bags. And people walk by it because it's in bags. If these were out and in just a dish, I think people would see them more. But we wanted to make sure they were priced for everybody, so we put them in bags. And they don't sell as well in bags, which may be, if you're watching this, that might actually be a positive thing for you because you might get a really great deal on some beautiful Libyan desert glass. More things in here. Let me see if I can, it's a little bit dark over here, but we have these beautiful large turquoise strands. There's another bison bone in there. This is a consignment piece artwork, so those are not on sale, the wooden pieces by our friend Chuck Finley. Is that a ring where, Michelle, there's a ring up here. The Clada rings, we have a number of those. They're in sterling. If you want to know what sizes we have, let me know what size you are, and I'll let you know if I can match it. We have one back there too. I have a number of those in different sizes. They're sterling silver. This is just a sterling ring. Sterling silver necklace. Another necklace. Gold Clada ring. Oops, I'll get that later. I'll go over to here first. People have been loving these. People love them anyway, but at 30% off. They've been buying them like crazy. So the seed beaded earrings from Indonesia. Teresa couldn't figure out how to do a screenshot on my Apple phone. Power up or volume up plus the power button together. Click them together. That's how you do it on an Apple phone. A description's good too, but a description and a picture is even better. This is a beautiful ring here. Oh, get the camera to focus. These are lovely. These are from our friends in India that make these. They inset these gemstones into these large, beautiful acrylic pieces. They are stunning, and they are not as heavy as they look because they're pretty dang light. Pretty dang light. This one is turquoise. All those turquoise beads or cabochons inset in there in the silver. These are $249 for these necklaces, less the 30%. We have some bangles that they do as well, that they do that insetting in there. And the bangles vary, I believe, but this one is, for example, $85 for the coral, the red coral and clear bangle. And so I love those inlaid beads. I know they do such a great job on those. They're beautiful. Some of our home goods, our letter opener over there. You have this beautiful, 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 beautiful amber necklace. It's a short one, but it's lovely. And just kind of taking you through some of the things here. There's a piece of that. There's that Libyan desert glass outside of the bag. Beautiful ring there. Some artisan beads and another necklace with one of our pendants on it. All right. So we have our artisan glass beads and artisan stuff here. Rita Schneck. Lampwork head pins. We have them in various, that's actually not one of hers. That's our friend Marcia Neal. Somebody put it in the wrong one there. But we have more of Rita's glass back there. And we have the Marcia Neal. Anderson, I didn't know we had any of my Amylite rings left. Yes, we do have a few of them left. We do. Gaia ceramic. Invisity, a few little Invisity pieces left. Earthenwood. Andrew's porcelain pendants. Some more of the Invisity charms in here. Some of just a few of his polymer pendants left. Not many available anymore. These beads were made when Andrew had cancer. I think they actually are posted. Andrew 2010, 20, what's that say? Andrew 2010, I can't read it all. Anyway, yes. And then ceramic buttons, some of Andrew's porcelain back there, a few of his pieces left. Blue heron glass pieces. And like I said, like I did before, I'm just going to go over these fairly quickly. Like I said, my battery in my phone's not great, and I don't want to spend too much time, but I'm going to try and give you a view as best I can, an overview of all of this. And if you see something you like, grab the screenshot. If you're on YouTube, YouTube gives you times as you are watching, you can write down the times of things you see and go back and take a screenshot and send it later if that's easier for you possibly. Remember, everything, all the prices you're seeing here are our retail prices. You will get 30% off most everything in the store. Thank you for all the people who are watching right now. We have 38 people watching us, which is kind of crazy. We don't usually get that. So thank you all out there for sharing and watching and hanging out with us during our store tour. Many of these things, just so you know, many of these things will be moving over to the new Johnstown location, but you're not going to get 30% off of them once they move over there. So get them now while you can. Like I said, a lot of people are buying up a lot of our artisan things. So there are holes here lately. And then down here, there's a few, let me start over here. There's a few kind of more artisan things left in here, but we also are getting into some of our gemstones and specimens. We have beautiful glass beads. Look at those, aren't those beautiful? And these, I wish we had better light. I like these green ones. And these purple ones. Look at how luscious those are. So we have lots of beautiful glass and more specimens here. Dendritic agate slices. These are beads in a bowl, so individual beads. We have some turquoise pendants there. Amethyst faceted nuggets. We have some rose quartz there. Just to show you, $4 each. We have some carnelian. It's a giant Tibetan quartz pendant. We have the beautiful AAA grade green fluorite. Andrew says, I have a bunch of artisan beads to post soon. Get ready, y'all. Get ready. So these bowls here are a little bit fewer and further between as far as what they have. They don't have a lot of stuff in them. But I'll show you everything. All right. So that is pretty much that side of the store. We have beautiful Larimar bracelets. I know I shouldn't even offer these at 30% off, but we are. So if you're interested in these, there are 4 of them left. The 2 larger ones are $225 each. This one is $90, and then this medium one is $100. And that's before your discount. Just saying. We also have all of these. So we have the garnet. We have the Oregon sunstone. We have a turquoise here, Mongolian turquoise. The aquamarine, the moonstone. And then we have the black opals. Black opals, and then they kind of repeat on this side. Those are bugle beads on the bottom shelf, yes, Danette. They are vintage bugle beads. Lots of them, and you can find those on their online store if you want to take a closer look at those too. We have some of Andrew's artwork here. These are some of the artwork that the pins are based off of. Sandra's asking, is that Larimar? Yes, it is. Those are the Larimar. Larimar. Only 4 of those left. I'm surprised more people aren't buying those. I'm surprised we still have those at 30% off. Because this is old vintage Larimar, y'all. You don't see quality like this very often. These are beads from probably the 90s. And they don't have... I get a number of people coming in, they're like, yeah, there's no brown or black in those. They're just completely, stunningly blue. These are, Andrew says, AAA grade. AAA grade Larimar, right? Yeah, these are nice. That's what you want your Larimar to look like. Now we do have over here, Sandra says, come to mama, right? We do have here findings and things. I'm not going to go through everything because that's impossible. We still have some Tiara cast stuff. If you're still looking for Tiara cast stuff, we have a few things from them in here. We have toggles, lots of different toggles at great prices. These are really cool. These are these Bali beads. They're copper and silver Bali beads. And I love them. They don't get as much love, I think, because they are in these trays and they get hidden. I think if I put those in bowls, I don't even know if they would be here anymore. We have buttons. Am I saying that right, Andrew? Button. Toggles. Yeah, Andrew says, he said, TiaraCast is closed now, so once it's gone, it's gone. So I know some people are still looking for their stuff. So we still have some more buttons here. These little kind of bezel cups with the pin backs on them. Just a variety, like we have a variety of things. Our wooden pendants. A few of those. We have a few bead cones. Different kinds of bead cones. A few more toys. Like I said, a lot of stuff has been picked over. But we still got a lot. Khalidi says, nice wood trays. Love how you display your treasures. Thank you. And then, of course, like I was saying, there's more specimens. Tumbled stones. We got beautiful tumbled stones. Let's see. There we go. Get it to flip a little bit. And I'm sorry, the light's going to be not as great. But all different kinds of specimens here. And if you're looking to do a buyout, like I said, we're happy to entertain offers or talk with you about that. Because you can see we have a number of things. We're not going to be taking these over to the new store because there's already a store there that specializes in tumbled stones. They do tarot readings, tumbled stones, things like that. We don't want to compete. So that's what we're up against there, kind of. We don't want to be the bad guy coming into town. But if no one wants to do a buyout or they don't sell, I'll probably just start putting them in the online store and we'll sell them that way. It's harder to sell these that way because, like, for example, this is pre-night. Like this one, of course, looks very different than this one, which looks very different than this one, right? And so unless you list them all individually, you kind of get what you get. And I know a lot of people do that. It just always, I don't know. It doesn't, I'm not always happy with doing that to people, just saying you will get one of these. But I know that's what most people do. They show you a picture of a lot of them and say you're going to get one of these or you're going to get you're going to get one, right? And maybe that's fine. Maybe people are more used to that than I think online, but I don't know. Andrew says maybe we'll do grab bags, get a random starter pack. That could be good too, right? I see Diane has joined in. Hello, Diane. Lennis says intuitive choice, what the universe wants to give you. There you go. That might be what ends up happening. But if somebody is interested in starting a big collection or starting to sell some of these, we do have, we got a number of things if you're interested, and we can work with you on that. We got candles, Andrew's little kitty statues that he made with our friend Kelly Russell. We have a few of our mugs in store. You can save even more on those than you can online right now. This is one of those larger jewelry, handmade, hand-carved jewelry boxes. It's the larger size. The crow is not for sale unless Andrew's going to give it up. Candles. Over here, of course, Monique strands. We have the dyed agate. We have more Monique. We have African glass. We have some Roman glass strands, and lots of, and then chips. I think these are halite and white magnesite. White magnesite, everybody. Chips, long strands of those. Some vintage plastic, long strands of vintage plastic. Suzanne says, I think people are used to that. My friend sells them that way with no issues. That's good. That's good. Various bead strands. I really kind of like this particular strand right here. Isn't that pretty? It's vintage check glass. And then in here, let me check my battery here, everybody. No, we're 52%. We're doing okay. In here, random carved bone items. We have some rings in here. More carved bone, carved bone, carved bone. Again, I'm just scanning these. If you see something you like, grab a screenshot of them and send it to us in an email at info@allegorygallery.com. If you are watching along and you have questions, this is another one of those large rings we showed you at the front. They also work as, you can use them as scarf knots too. Put them on your scarf knot. This is another one as well. Very large rings. I love large rings. I love those, both of those in particular. If you do too, they are available at 30% off. These are some porcelain. And down here, I'm not going to open them all, but we have the larger ones. The more of the figurines. These are a little bit more pricey, but you do get a good deal at 30% off of those if you're interested in any of those down there. And it says, oh boy, even the carved collection. I know, right? Giving the store away, everybody. It's like we're closing down, but we're not. Facebook user says, when is the shop closing? So Andrew and I were kind of going back and forth on that. And, I said this at the beginning. We were trying to decide, should we try to keep some of it open during February and, try to do the move in between, and, how long is it going to take us? And we just got to the point where we decided the shop will close to the public after tomorrow. So February 1st, we will no longer be open to the public, except you can write by appointment, and we can work on a time to get you in if you'd like. But the shop will be closed to the public as of the end of the day tomorrow. We just figured that's the easiest way, because that'll give us time to be able to really work on moving and clearing things out and not worry about, trying to stop if people come in or make sure it's not hazardous for people to come in. And it just makes sense. It just makes sense. How about these? Some of you still love that S word stuff. We've got, look how much of it. Look how much of it. Bags and bags full of beautiful S word crystal. All different sorts. All 30% off. S word faceted rounds in different colors. And Marion says it gives William time to ship things, right? Yes, because Barb is not here for a month, so I have to be able to be up there and shipping things at the cottage. We have the sequins. Who doesn't love themselves some vintage sequins? Dennis says that's the smartest and safest way, close to the public and move. Yeah, and we figured maybe we wouldn't be moving right away. We still have work to do on the Johnstown building, but it's just easiest if we can take that time to do that. We have these bezels. And lots and lots of vintage plastic. Vintage plastic beads. And hey, how about this? We have a few kits in the store. Looking for some kits? Save 30% on them. Why the heck not? Some more kits here. I'm going to go over these quick because that's a good deal. You don't need to sell too many of those, right? Don't need to be giving them away too much. So there those are. Diane says, oh man, I have to stop over after work tomorrow. Yes, do stop over. Do stop over. Suzanne says, give me bone and horn, but to each their own, right? These are these polymer beads, polymer clay, polymer rounds. Lots of, this is just kind of a wonderful tray of treasure here with some vintage resin, some German resin, some vintage lucite, all different things kind of mixed in there. Here we have the Swarovski, the S word, 4mm and 5mm bicones. We have bags and bags of the bicones in various colors. And those are all, they're around $7, I think, $7.50, $7.50, $7, $9. Different prices, but probably around $7 to $9 or $10. And they are 30% off. Let's go to this table here. We have the modern sea glass, some glass pearls, electroplated lava. Look at all this. Look at these vintage goodness beads. Lots of vintage goodness back here in this tray. These are all vintage beads here. Sea glass again. All pearls, cornflake pearls, two different sizes of those. Peacock pearls, more peacock vintage pearls. Gray pearls, the white pearls. Andrew says, we were going to do a party, but since it's the end of an era, but decided it might be too hectic to do that. Yes. We've got a lot going on. Vintage stuff back here again, and some crystal. These are those check glass tile beads in various colors. These have been picked through. People have been buying those. More sea glass. More pearls. More sea glass. Large glass. Boy, people went crazy for here today. sea glass. We have a few pendants left, just a few. Not many of those left. We have some of these Roman glass connectors and pendants. The antique, the Nepalese ancient quartz pendants in brass, and some, this is actually a spiny oyster, which goes up here, and some turquoise. We have various like white chalcedony pendants, a beautiful labradorite pendant there, the clam pendants. I think Cheryl made something with one of these clam pendants. Was it Cheryl? Something with one of these clam pendants recently from one of my kits. Here we have the big case, the beautiful rose quartz. Anders is one of our gemstone vendors, called me today about how much they miss me. That's good. And all of these beautiful, these are the higher end beads in here. Those beautiful sapphires, rubies, ametrine. This one is green tourmaline, or green tourmaline quartz, actually, green tourmaline quartz. The palm wood, fossilized palm wood. And let's go to the side. Look at this beautiful boulder opal bracelet. Beautiful turquoise strands. Lovely aquamarine. Lots of good stuff in there. Some beautiful moonstone. Check that out. Isn't that pretty? Oh, this is one of my favorite. Isn't that gorgeous? This is $95 for the tourmalated quartz. But look at those. Look how nice. Whoops. Get that back on there. Lettuce is saying emerald. Maybe you're looking, these ones? These are blue tourmaline, actually. They're considered blue tourmaline. We have 2 strands of those. They're $95 each, $96 each. The turquoise strands, somebody's asking, these are $175 each. They come in 2 different colors. There's this darker, I'm pulling them out of here because this blue background distorts them. So there's a bluer one and there's the greener one. And I think they're the same price each. $175, yeah. And then I also saw somebody asking, Sandra asking the ametrine. How much is the ametrine? This right here is the ametrine AAA grade, $50 only for the strand. Let me show you that. You can see ametrine is a blend of amethyst and citrine. They're actually like the same stone depending on the heat. And so when you get them together and they have a little bit of each, you get ametrine. So there's the ametrine strand. All right. So we have some cabochons in there as well, as you can see. Various cabs. And also in here, we have these giant, large, antique African chevron beads. And we have them in, one left also in the blue. These are hard to put on sale, y'all, because these are prices that are good anyway. I have to check with Andrew about those being on sale before we just sell those off. So that's that table mostly. And let's go to this table real quick. This is the check glass table. So this has been picked over quite a bit. But I'm going to scan these trays for you so you can see as much. I'm going to go fairly quickly. If you're on YouTube over there, I know you can slow down your video or make your video faster. If you need to. at least during a replay. So this is all modern check glass here that I'm showing you. Try and get out of the shadow here for you. Dennis says, I know I picked a lot from the check glass table, right? I still cannot believe these pear shapes are here. They're some of my very favorites. All the Lucerna bicones, let me just show you, in all the colors are available on sale right now. We have melons over here, among other things like the bees and the anchors and the roses. And then these are fire polished 4mm, 5mm, 3mm, all different colors, all just thrown in here right now together. We have these strands. These are really cool. Sandra says, I'm going to have to watch this again, but I sent you a message for the ametrine. Thank you. Yes, please send us an email if you're interested in anything. And I will get back to you in the next few days. I may not get back to everybody. It depends on how many there are and how much time I have. Tomorrow's our last day. We might have a big turnout. I don't know. But in the next few days, I will try and get back to everybody. So give me a few days if you're sending in emails for this video. These are vintage, beautiful vintage check glass pieces. These are some of my favorite shapes. Lots of vintage goodness. Sandra says, I have a strand that I used for a men's bracelet. It's stellar. Yeah, ametrine is beautiful. You got the beautiful purples and the beautiful yellows all together. And because it is the same stone, it has a lot of the same properties metaphysically. But just such a beautiful stone. Donna says, I love those Lucerna bicones, right? Our store hours tomorrow are 11 to 5, Barb. Barb is asking. 11 to 5, same as always. And that will be the last day open to the public. Now, as we said, you can also make an appointment with us if those hours don't work. And we will try and do our best to match a time that you're available and we're available and get together. And we can open the store for you. Back to some more modern stuff here. Sandra says, I want the Larimar too. I'm sending an email. Please do, because I think those Larimar are at 30% off. I can imagine they should go quickly if people know what that is and how good of a deal that is. Because those are already made into bracelets, but they could easily be taken apart and created into something else if you want to, or you can sell them on as you can. You're getting 30% off. It's a good deal. All right, so that's the check glass table. So we've done mostly all of that side of the room. Like I said, we're going quick. I'm going to go back up to the front here just real quick, show you some of Andrew's designed bags that we have. These are the totes. Done with Andrew's artwork. These are just a few from Society 6 that we have in the store right now that we're putting on sale, even though we'll probably be selling these at less than cost, because that's why we never carried a lot of them, because they were a little bit expensive for us to bring in compared to what you can buy them on Society 6. It didn't make much sense, but we'd always have a few in here. Sally says 30% off even if you have to ship. Yes. We are offering this to everyone now. We gave everyone the chance who was local that wanted to come in to get everything first. Because sometimes I feel like our locals don't get as good of a deal, you know, as everybody online. Because we offer a lot more sales online than we do in person. But so now we are offering that to everybody through this store video. So even if we have to ship, you will get those. You will get 30% off. Sally says, can you show the fiber cards? All of the fiber cards are in the online store. They are only at 25% off in the online store right now. I don't have any of them in the physical store anymore. And now the main gemstone event. These are our gemstones. So we're going to go down here showing you what gemstones we have left and what's available. These are crystal and electroplated quartz over here. We have this tiny briolette or drops, mostly all in garnet. Looks like a rose quartz there. Then we also have the iolite teardrops up at the top. I'm not going to go over what type of stone every stone is, but you can see what we have available here. And I'll try and scroll here. See what if you were all local, you'd have this, you'd have us available all the time, right? It's sad to be leaving Ligonier, but it just seems like a bead store in Ligonier is not what's needed right now. Is kind of what's going on. So we are moving to Johnstown, bigger city. Hopefully people will be very interested there in making things and coming to classes and hanging out with us. And if that doesn't work and that doesn't end up working out, we'll give it a year or so and give it a try. And if not, we will go online only. And we'll just do more fun things with all of you online. This is I love this strand. It's a shorty strand. It's a little bit more expensive. It's $30, but this is blue chalcedony. And these are fantastic. I love, love, love these. We got a few of those strands in, and I've always loved every one of them. This is another one in an oval shape, just to show you. Strawberry quartz, yes, the hearts. These hearts are strawberry quartz, and these diamonds are strawberry quartz, I believe. Yes, AAA grade strawberry quartz for the diamonds, and then the hearts are strawberry quartz hearts as well. And we got eagle eye in here, some coated labradorite, AB coated labradorite. And then of course, all of these. You have all of these. These are 8-inch strands in all different kinds of beautiful stones. A lot of those are in the online store too, but you'll get a better price here. Price on the strawberry quartz, you're looking at $38 for the diamonds and $36 for the hearts. And then over here we have tourmaline rounds and the large tourmaline chunks. We have the amethysts and the blue lace agate and blue chalcedony. Here we have black tourmaline. Oops, got a hair in there too. Black tourmaline, faceted coins. I think this is, I want to say it, green apatite. Yeah, green apatite, microfaceted rounds. You got amethyst in there. You got the ruby and zoisite. These bright green ones, these are green chalcedony. And then these over here are the moss aquamarine. Moss aqua. And then this one, I think, is that quartz with inclusion. Various quartz with inclusions, which I think these are very pretty. Vanessa's were the white diamond shaped howlite. Yes, these ones? Yeah, these are howlite. Sally's asking sapphires. I had sapphires in the other case. Usually sapphires are more expensive, so they go in the other case. So I had those sapphire nuggets. I also had the sapphire, the big sapphire strand. Let me take you back over here because I didn't pinpoint that out. I didn't know if anybody would want to spend that, but this is a whole necklace of rubies and sapphires. You got all different color sapphires on here. You got the rubies, which are a type of sapphire, right? Same stone. And this one is $615 if you're interested, but that's 30% off too. And those are some incredible stones and large, large nuggets. All right, let me go back over here now. This is a really fun strand. This is green kyanite. Let me get this to zoom in here. Green kyanite. I just love, this is one of my favorite strands in the store because I love the colors and I just love the style of these stones. This is $180 for this strand. It really should be in the other case, but it's over here. Hanging out with some jaspers and things, unitite. Andrew says that used to live in my stash. I know. I know. Here's some chrome diopside, little tiny chrome diopside drops. Here's some ametrine beads in the microfaceted 3mm rounds. Those are $19 a strand, $46 for the chrome diopside. You have beautiful cubes in fluorite. And I think that's, where am I here? Fluorite. Yeah, 6mm. 6mm. All different, beautiful. I love the pyrite pyramids. Wouldn't those be great for earrings? Those are $38. And we also have that in citrine, or no, I'm sorry, lemon quartz. Lemon quartz. Look at that shine. Look at that, catch that light. $38 for the lemon quartz pyramids. Oops. Some Wonderstone. Wonderstone is a very hard stone to find. It's a type of jasper, I believe, but this particular stone, like, look how pretty it is. When you look up Wonderstone, you do not see it very often. You don't see many examples of it. This is an $84 strand. If you're interested in that, these are garnets. Garnet rounds, and they're graduated as well. The brown tube beads right here, Vanessa, these are picture jasper. Picture jasper, there they are, carved. Desert colors, yes, these are the desert colors. And they're really, when you look at them, they may look kind of bland sometimes, but if you look at them, many of them have a lot of subtle beauty to them. Like, look at, that's like a painting right there. And so this strand, for example, is Ironside jasper. It's only $28. $28. See, we have really good prices in store. Sometimes people don't realize that. Here's the turquoise. So we're getting the turquoise now. So this is a turquoise strand. And these are fun. I love these. There's a lot of the matrix on these, but it's actually what makes these really special. There's a lot of the dark brown or black, but there's also that pop of turquoise in there. You got the turquoise spacers in between each disc. And these are only $52 for a strand of those, and they are graduated also. We have the turquoise nuggets, $52 for these little tube-shaped ones, and $30 for the little nuggets. And then we have the large nuggets, and these are around $70 to $80 to $90, depending on the strand. What I like about these is there's a lot of metallics in there. A lot of kind of like, I don't know if it's pyrite. I think it's pyrite. Hello, Amy. Thanks for joining in. And here's some Marchandale beads over here, just hanging out on this side. And then we have some Larimar cabochons. We have 2 Larimar cabochons here. One is $24 and one is $26. These come from that vintage collection as well. And these are vintage pendants made out of buttons or cabochons, metal, bingo, numbers, water buffalo teeth, various pendants here with coins in them or typewriter keys. I think this is an amethyst. Is that an amethyst? It says gemstone pendant. It might be smoky quartz. Looks like smoky quartz. Chain. I don't think we're going to do a discount on our chain online just because that's hard to do, and I could go back and forth forever, people deciding what chain they want. That's more of an in-person thing. But we're going back over here, more gemstones. We got more gemstones to go through. So beautiful tubes. Look at those tubes. Aren't those nice? These are a slightly faceted tube. And these are, there you go, dyed agate, $16 only. And then these red aventurine triangles, those are really cool. Those have been popular. And the matte yellow calcite rounds, those are nice. Those are big and large and in charge, but they are nice. Then we come into some grays and light greens. I love this strand. Green garnet, these rough teardrops of green garnet. That's only $18 for that strand. And remember, every price is just retail. You'll get 30% off of the prices I'm quoting. More of these smaller strands, these 8-inch strands in various stones. And a lot of pink opal. This is really pretty. This is moonstone pebbles. Let's see, look at these moonstone pebbles. They're not as flashy, you know, they don't have the flash of some moonstone, but they are really pretty. That's $32 for that strand. I love these. I think these are, yeah, white chalcedony. White chalcedony. These rondelles. I think I used these in one of our kits that I used to put out. The Lucerna bicones that are $2 a strand. $2 a strand. They're also in the online store if you want to check color. What's Andrew saying? He's like, we will also consider trades. We're actively looking for a burnout kiln, a vulcanizer, a larger melting furnace, and a jeweler's bench. So if you're local and you got any of that stuff, might be able to do some trading with you. Rose quartz, dyed coral in there, opalite, some blue kyanite. Look at these kyanite chips. Aren't those gorgeous? Some blue kyanite, those are $28 only, about 7mm chips or so. I have 2 strands of those only left. You don't often see blue kyanite like that. You usually see it in the shards. Some dyed shell. More dyed shell. That's it, $2 a strand. Yep, we've always had them at $2 a strand for the Lucerna bicones. We have some blue Roman glass in here. The Roman glass is $40 a strand. Sandra says, do you have any 12mm black rounds? I don't think so. Most of the rounds have gone. We don't have a lot in round right now other than a few things. Like we have these, but they're mostly what we have left is like this, I think 6mm. Yeah, 6mm rounds. So like these are gorgeous. I know they're not. Look at the flash in that labradorite. 6mm labradorite rounds. And they're $34 each. This is AAA grade. We also have the kyanites in here. So let me see what the prices were, the tags on these. So this is the green kyanite rough teardrops. Green kyanite rough teardrops. We also have the blue kyanite teardrops. Andrew says, who asked? Sandra asked, 12mm black rounds. And then we have these rough teardrops in, let me make sure before I say this. Yeah, I wasn't going to get that right. Hemimorphite, I want to say here. Hemimorphite, unpolished teardrops. These are really cool. And then we have the amethyst rough teardrops. A strand of the dogtooth amethyst points. This strand, I'm going to tell you, is only $32. Think of how many points you could use as pendants for that $32 on your jewelry. Great strand. All right, and then some chips back there. Andrew says he might have something. So that's the gemstones. Of course, we have the seed bead wall. I am not going to go over all the seed beads with you, unfortunately. I know some of you love those so much, but I don't have the brain power or the patience to go over all of those. But if you're looking for something, I can see if we have it. We are running out of a lot of that too, even more than usual. And fun things, we have some mixes. We have 2 bags of chain left. 2 bags of chain, $18 each. Those are on sale. We'll do those at the 30% too, what we have left there. And that, my friends, well, let's take a look at masks, because we didn't really look at many masks. So these are some of the masks on the wall. These, I think, are $20. $20 for the long masks. And if you can see what we're talking about, we were talking about our colors that we're choosing for the new store. Your background right now probably looks more like an aqua blue. If I put my hand there, it turns green. That's more like the real color of our store walls. But if I move my hand, do you see what it does? So it tints everything a different color. So that's why we were being very careful in the color selection for the new store. For those of you who are wondering why we're being so weird about that. There you go. Are the masks blue or black? Good question. Good question. This one's a little bit bluish in color. This one's more black in color. This one is more black in color. This one is more green in color. This one's more of that blue-green color. Let me just take a quick look around. Sally says, I'll have to watch the replay. When is the latest I can email you? You can email us on any of this stuff. I'm going to say right up until the point we pack it away. Once it gets packed for the new store, I can't give you a definite date on that. But once this stuff gets packed up for the new store, we are not unpacking it to ship it. And this is, I've been snapping like crazy, just not able to afford it all. I understand that, and that's okay. We appreciate all the snapping, all the goodness. Oh, Suzanne, the one thing I did not show is the thing that you asked about, which are these, the faux bakelite bangles. I think that's what you were asking about. We have these available. And these run, they're different depending on the size. So this is $26 for like this size. And then the smaller size is $22. And I think, is this larger? No, that's a $26 one there. I think this one's the middle size, $24. So $22, $24, and $26 for those. And then up here are more, let me go around the other side because I'm stretching over the table. Over here are more of those that we showed in the beginning. So these are sapphires inset into the yellow bangle. This one is, I think these are all around $85. $85. Just those sapphires. Look at that. You know how much work that would take to inset all those? It's a lot of work. And then we have the turquoise. And then we have, this is the, I think this is mother of pearl, shell, one of those two. I love this one. If this fit me, it would not be here, y'all. These are, again, $85 each before the discount. And then here we have topaz. Beautiful topaz. And these ones, the topaz ones, are actually cut out because they're a clear stone so that they catch more light. Abalone. Thank you, Marianne. That was not coming to my brain, and I always forget that word. So it ends up being shell or mother of pearl. It is abalone. And I don't know. I don't think I'm missing anything else too much. I don't think so. So there we go. That's that. Andrew's Jewelry. Let me take you on a quick tour. Look at all these garnets. This is a 5-strand garnet necklace. That's $759. $759. But if you would take that apart, you could do that. Andrew's like, the whole back room. Yes, I might have to show the back room. Maybe, well, let's do a quick look. We'll do a quick look. I was gonna say, maybe I'll do that tomorrow. But we can do a quick look. Because it's a mess. I didn't get in here to clean the back room before I did live. So then we have the masks up here. Here's another one of these necklaces with the rubies. Clear necklace with the rubies. Okay, so it's a mess back here because we're preparing things. We got fragrance oils. These are, I think, $4 a bottle for fragrance oils if you're interested in any of these. Vanessa, would masks be expensive to ship? I would have to check. It depends on the size. Boxes are mostly charged by size and weight, so it would depend on if you wanted that mask or if you wanted that mask. We had to get a longer box. We don't do shipping on the masks very often, so it's one of those things that we would have to check. It's definitely going to be more expensive than your bead packages, though. That's for sure. We got all the artistic wire and lots of colors, 26 gauge, lots of 26 gauge, 28 gauge, various colors in the artistic wire. We have a few craft wires still available, vintage bronze, lots of bronze available, gold, silver plated, some copper, some of the smaller gauges left, Fireline. Suzanne says, send 3, let me know if there's confusion. Don't hate me. Don't worry. Don't worry. Andrew's saying do 50% off of the artistic wire. It's only like $5.99 to $3.99, somewhere in there. $5.99, $3.99 each. Some are silver plated, some are not. So Andrew's saying 50% off that if you want those. And tons of jump rings, lots and lots and lots of jump rings. Susan says, I did get a couple masks from AG. The shipping wasn't terrible and they look great in our home. Thank you. Jump rings in all different sizes and colors. We do have lots more specimens back here, for example. Let me just take you through these. These are beautiful. We have 2 of these. It's albite with muscovite. They're $125 each. But look at those. Like, I don't know many people with that in their collection. Those are more rare from what we've seen. Needle spray selenite, prenites, some fossilized oyster, citrine. These are these little staking anvils, little mini anvils, staking anvils, if you're looking for those. Andrew showed how to use those a little bit. Got lots of Andrew's artwork on the wall. Andrew's artwork on the wall. We have this little fun thing here. Andrew says it's fried chicken. Looked like a hedgehog at first. Lots of blue petrified wood. We have amethyst drusies back here. And we do have tools. Andrew, are we doing our tools on sale? What do you think? I think somebody asked about tools and I missed it earlier. Oh, Amy must be a little bit behind watching. She said the Larimar mines have not reopened. Andrew says, no, not on tools. So there you go. Sorry, everybody. We do have tools if you want to throw them in with an order, but not going to do discounts on those. We don't make a lot of money on our tools. We don't price them high enough to be able to do that kind of discount. Here's some more masks and some Indonesian carved items. And we have the African indigo mud cloths. You see these, I use these a lot in the backgrounds of our photos. Selenite roses, barite, galena. I know a lot of people have loved this one. And some prints over here. Some of Andrew's artwork. Postcards. Andrew says the African chair is going to be $700 period. That's this. It's not put together. It's in 2 pieces. This is the seating part that slots in down here. And that's the backboard. And you sit on that other part. I can't do it one-handed. We're not shipping that though. So if you're local and you're interested in that, that's $700 for the African chair. All right. So that's the back room. Oh, there's more art up here, by the way, y'all. Andrew's artwork. If you're interested in any of that, he might give you a discount on that. Maybe. All right. And there we have it, everybody. Take one last gander at Allegory Gallery in Ligonier, because the day after tomorrow, it all starts to go away. It all starts to go away, and we're moving to Johnstown, which we're excited about. But it's hard to say goodbye a little bit. There we go. So let me flip this camera around real quick. Maybe not so quick as I thought. All right. So thank you all for tuning in. I hope you liked that store tour, and I hope you enjoyed you know, saving lots of money on a lot of good things. So thank you so much. Andrew or Vanessa, too bad I'm not there. I love that long painting toward the back. The paintings are available. You don't have to be here. We can ship paintings generally, but we'll have to get you pricing if you're interested. So thank you again. We're gonna go. I don't know what we're gonna have for dinner. Maybe I'll pick up a pizza, and yeah, we'll see you back here. We're gonna do a live tomorrow. Vanessa says, behind me. Behind me? Long painting? What's it look like? What's in the painting, Vanessa? I can get you pricing. If it's one of Andrew's pieces, we might be able to do something. If it's somebody else's, we can't give you discounts on that. I'll just wait a little bit till you tell me. Khalidi says, awesome tour. Donna says, thank you, William. With the tree, I think. I don't know what tree. I don't know. Send me a screenshot, and we will. Oh, are you talking about that? That's not a painting. These were created for us, and they're stitched. Those are stitched. Those aren't paintings, and they're part of our decor. I don't know that we'll be getting rid of those. Those were done by a friend. So that's that. All right. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening. And I will be going to my pottery class tomorrow. So I'm sure Andrew will have something. I know he's been talking about some artisan beads coming up. So maybe that's tomorrow. We'll see. All right. But we hope you'll tune in tomorrow. Have a wonderful evening, everybody, and take care.